All right, Fox 5 Health News. The World Health Organization has declared the Ebola outbreak over. This afternoon, no new cases were reported in Western Africa. Officials, though, warned that it could take months before the world is officially free of the disease.
Some survivors who are otherwise not showing any outward signs of clinical Ebola virus disease can still pass on infection on rare occasions to other individuals.
The Ebola epidemic, the deadliest in history, taking the lives of over 1,100 people over the past 2 years.
And in Fox 5 Health News, the CDC says there is strong evidence linking Zika to birth defects, and they may warn pregnant women not to travel to countries where the mosquito-borne virus is spreading.
All right, joining us now, Fox 5 medical contributor Dr. Devi Nampiaparampil. I went too fast there. Okay, so we've been talking about this a lot because I think earlier this week we saw that someone apparently got Zika overseas and brought it home.
Exactly. So they brought it home, but they can't actually spread it to anybody else. It's not spread that way. It's spread through mosquitoes. So you can only get it if you're in an area where it's endemic and then the mosquito infects you.
Right.
So that's one thing to reassure people. Now, in terms of the birth defects, the reason that they're considering this is because they looked at the amniotic fluid and the placenta of different women who experienced miscarriages or where the babies were born with a small brain and small head.
Right.
And they found traces of this virus, Zika. So for pregnant women, or women considering becoming pregnant, this would be a big issue, perhaps. The CDC is taking a look at it. Now, for adults, for people who are not pregnant or not considering becoming pregnant, it may be less of an issue. I mean, the symptoms are usually fever, the usual viral symptoms, right? So fever, nausea, headache, maybe some stomach pains. It's like something called dengue fever, but not as dangerous.
Right. Gotcha. So be aware of that. All right, let's talk about eating healthy as we just wolfed down these Shake Shack chicken sandwiches during the commercial break. But I think this is a very interesting point. If you're trying to eat healthy, which all of us are trying to do this time of year, you always think a wrap is reflexively better than a sandwich for you.
Be, but yeah,
it's a lot of surface area of bread, though. Maybe not, right?
Sure, exactly. So the thing about having a healthy diet that's so hard is that you're usually trading off one thing for another, right? So people say that wraps have fewer calories than bread or 2 slices of bread, which is true sometimes depending on the type of bread. So if your only goal is to lose weight, then maybe a wrap is your better choice of those 2 options. But for a lot of people, you know, they're looking at other things, let's say. So your overall health, if you're trying to prevent constipation, prevent colon cancer, look at heart disease, preventing that, then you might actually be better with breads.
How so? What's the issue?
Oh, so well, it's the grains and the fiber that's in bread. So certain types of bread, whole wheat bread or whole rye, might actually be better than your wrap because your wrap might be more processed. Yeah,
and the hydrogenated soybean oil that may be in there.
That's another issue. So the more processed it is, the more dangerous it could be in the long term.
To get it to take that shape, right? Because you know if you got a big roll of bread or something, that's healthier for you potentially with the grains, but these wraps tend to be
minus all the gluten. But
and sodium too. That's another thing to consider because a lot of wraps have more sodium than bread does.
It's always something. No matter what you're trying to do for yourself, there's always a catch somewhere. All right, Dr. Devi, we will keep that in mind as well.
Thank you so much.